up, guys? It's your boy, Barca boy, 103, and today we're gonna be doing the review for Las Palmas versus Barcelona. In La Liga, the games are now coming thick and fast, following, of course, Champions League draw this morning, and we start off with Las Palmas away from home, a difficult game, a team that has beaten us this season as a seek revenge in this match. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that down below. Hit 100 likes. Very much are new. Make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 9 p.m. local time, so regular kickoff time in La Liga. This match will be taking place at the Gran Canaria Stadium in La Liga. Of course, the home Palmas, a stadium where we nearly won 2-1 with a last-second Ilkay Gundogan penalty. So it's a bit of a difficult arena to go to, and of course, the referee for this match has also been confirmed on the pitch. It will be Adrian Liga or it will Carlos II. Let's start off by taking a look at the league table, where Barcelona are currently of La Liga 51 points after playing 44 matches. We have 3 draws, losses. Look at our last 5 games in the league, 4 wins, 1 draw. We've been complaining on this channel over the past few weeks about our last 5 games, 2 losses. Finally gotten out of that terrible, horrendous record, comfortable record, opposed to Atletico and Real Madrid, who now have opposite. Beforehand, they had 4 wins. They're a bit ropey. Madrid in the last 5, Liga 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Atletico Madrid in the last 5, 3 draws, loss, and a win. We're sat on 51. We are 6 points ahead of in place. Of course, this league title race has never been tighter. This is the tightest I've seen it. The Barca fan as 1 point separating first and third, first and second being tied, and we are ahead currently on a goal difference. Of course, in La Liga, it will be based on head-to-head, but we have not yet. Now, speaking on El Clasico, so we look at the teams who will be facing this weekend. Atletico Madrid travel to the Mestalla to face Valencia. Not a walk in the park, could be a Benascan game. Real Madrid will be hosting Girona, so our Catalonia friends, hopefully they can do a job at the Bernabeu after the big win against Man City. I do expect to get 3 points in there. When it comes down to us, I think out of us and Madrid, we do have the more difficult game since we are away from home. Lock in, get that result, and again, we cannot be the first ones in this title race. We need Real Madrid, Atletico to slip up first, bit of a cushion, and then you can maybe afford a slip up here. You need to lock in wins until at least Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid drop points first. You do not want to be the first ones who drop points out of the 3. I think will fall away first. So you gotta lock in, get your result, and hopefully other teams in La Liga can do us a favor. Take a look at our opponents in Las Palmas and where they're currently standing in the league table. They're currently sat in 17th place in La Liga on 23 points after playing 24 matches. They have 6 wins, 5 draws, games in the league, 4 losses, and a draw. They're currently avoiding the relegation zone goal difference. Very, very tight at the bottom of La Liga. Was 1 and 17 plays very similar to the top of La Liga. Right now, Las Palmas is barely surviving the relegation zone, only based on scoring 1 more goal than Valencia. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Las Palmas. Like I mentioned so far in La Liga, they have an absolutely horrendous record, and they're without a doubt in a relegation battle. So again, our relegation contender team that we are against Moro. But the last time we did face them was at the Montjuïc. We did lose 2-1, a very jammy result for Las Palmas, but deserved win for them. Barcelona were just not at the races in the game whatsoever. A Raphinha golazo was not enough to get 3 points. It was only enough to get 0. We just got done on the counterattack twice by Sandro and Fabio Silva, a game in which Barcelona made some rotation. Again, that double pivot of Pedri and Gavi was absolutely found out beyond belief. Fermin out wide on the left. Of course, Lamine Yamal was time, so not making any excuses, of course, but a disappointing result definitely for Barcelona. But again, one that Las Palmas can use in this game as momentum and confidence. Now, if you take a look at Palmas' last games, all competition in their last match, loss of Mallorca 3-1, they lost to Villarreal 2-1, they lost to Girona 2-1, they drew 1-1 with Osasuna, they lost to Real Madrid 4-1, and Getafe 2-1. They have not won a game, Las Palmas, in 2025. In the year 2025, they have not gotten a win, only one draw, the rest losses. Their win against Barcelona was their second last win in all competition. They beat us, then they beat Valladolid back to back. After that, nothing but loss for them. Let's take a look at the last three games. All competition. Firstly, the 2-1 loss to Girona. You can see their lineup on the screen on the right hand side. Well, Fabio Silva coming up big for them. Albert playing off the left. Rodriguez playing, and I think Kieran Rodriguez unfortunately got cancer, so I don't think he'll be playing anymore. You have Silesen, of course, in goal. Mikael Monreal at left back as well. A game where you expect Girona to be the favorites and win this game, but they did, of course, leave it late. Silva getting a consolation goal, but in the not enough for Las Palmas to get any points. Game next up, their 2-1 loss to Villarreal. Again, another game where you can think maybe they can get nick a little result out of this, especially being at home. It wasn't enough. They're getting another consolation goal. This is, I think, after they signed Stefan Biacek as well from Liverpool, with, of course, linked Barcelona. In the end, wasn't enough to get them a result, and their final match in all competition was a 3-1 loss to Mallorca. I did watch this game. To be honest, Las Palmas just look like they don't deserve to be in this league. They are a level below a lot of teams in the league. Yes, they got a goal in this game. It was a cracking goal from distance by Bioncek as well. Goals and signing for Las Palmas. But Mallorca just parks. It's a very, very difficult game for Las Palmas' end, and in the end, again, continues 1 point, 2025. Overall, final thoughts on Las Palmas. They're, of course, one of the worst teams in the league. They are managed by their manager, Lopez, could say is on the verge of being sacked right now with this current form in the new year, not getting any results whatsoever. In Las Palmas, yes, they're losing games narrowly, but a lot of their goals are consolation goals where it flatters the maybe the natural view. But if you watch the game, they are getting played off the park in majority of matches. They still have some good players though in terms of players to look out for. I would of course watch out for still sitting goal, former Barcelona player. Mikael Monreal at left back, former Barcelona player as well. Alberto Moreno, player that Barcelona have been following for quite some time, quite a few years. The next Pedri coming out at Las Palmas, Bioncek as well, who was linked with Barcelona. He actually made a bid for him on deadline day that was rejected by Liverpool. So Ollie McBurnley up front as well. They do have some decent players, but there's nothing really clear right now. They do have players serious damage to Barcelona, so a team that should not be taken lightly whatsoever, especially in their home stadium, and especially after them beating us just under. Now, some injury updates heading into this match. There are reports suggesting and also video confirmation of Andreas Christensen returning to first team training. I believe he trained on Thursday and Wednesday with the team, which means he is getting close to away and see if he is in the squad list for this game. I would assume not. I assume he probably returned midweek against Atletico. Again, probably playing that game, but please get the medical clearance maybe for this game. But with him not participating in first team training, he is on the verge of returning, which of course is great news. Will he play this season is really the big question mark right now. Take your bets. I think a good bet would be him not playing again this season, even if he's fully fit. There's so many players ahead of him right now in the pecking order, but nonetheless, an important player returning to the squad hopefully within the next week. Time now to get into Hansi Flick's press conference reaction. Of course, he spoke right after the draw, about an hour afterwards. Gave us, of course, the game, his thoughts on the draw, everything. Of course, so let's get and see the Mr. in the presser. First, of course, asked on the Las Palmas match, and that we are focused and fully prepared for the match. It'll be a final match in La Liga's context. On thoughts on the UCL, the match will be difficult because they are a great team. We already saw this when we played against them a few weeks ago. Then asked, would you like a Champions League final against Real Madrid? Well, no, I don't care about the opponent, but first we have to get there, and that's why we're on Benfica. We need to show our quality game after game. We're on a good run right now, but there's still a long way to go until season. Then asked on the rumors of the potential Victor Roque exit, which is picking up some pace. And he said, look, I have no advice for Victor Roque. He chose to leave the club. Anything after that, changing his club in his future is all up to Deco. He was asked on the referees. He kind of came out speaking about the referees on his own terms, saying, look, I don't like what's happening with them. We need to protect them. They have families. They're human beings. They're making mistakes like everyone else, but we must protect them and show respect. So Flick there defending the referees. Thank you. We need that 50-50 favoritism in La Liga. We will absolutely take that. He's then asked if we can win the treble or not. He said that it's definitely not easy at all. It's very tough, but no excuse. We have to go out and give our best. When you see the quality of other teams, it's incredible. It's great for everyone to express these level. It's funny he was asked on managing injuries, and that yes, we're considering it. We had several injuries last season, so we need to take precautions. We have prepared a plan for him, similar to what we did with Pedri. That included Flick's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Las. Let's now get into the lineup prediction. We're going to start with the manager, of course, Hansi Flick. I'm going to try my best for this lineup. I think it will be fairly simple to predict. Of course, playing once a week, you then always go with your strongest team. I think you will go with this lineup on the screen right now with Chesney in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Kubarsi, and Koulde, midfield three of the young Pedri and Olmo, front three of Lewandowski, Raphinha. Of course, the front three is set in stone. Midfield, could maybe see Casado come back for this game. You could maybe see Fermin Lopez in the 10. I think he will stick with Frankie, and I think he will play Dani Olmo in the 10 after his great cameo off the bench against Vallecano. Back line, I think he will bring back Araujo, but for who? Could be for Kubarsi to rest Kubarsi. If you want to have the right foot, left foot of Inigo, could be just to rest Inigo as well. I think if Araujo is on the bench for this game, he's so far out of the club in the summer. It's not even funny. But I think I guess my prediction would be, I think I have a feeling in my balls that he'll start Araujo in this game. But of course, we'll wait and see. Apart from maybe Araujo, I think the rest of the lineup is pretty much a guarantee. So I think the lineup that Flick will smash. But of course, in the comments down below, let me know what you think Flick will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. And I have made a few changes from my Flick lineup prediction. I've gone with this lineup on the screen right now. The changes I have made, of course, are three. Firstly, Hector Ford for Kounde. I'm still pissed at Kounde for being late, so I'm starting Hector Ford. I've gone with Casado instead of Frankie because I feel like Casado's going to be getting a lot of minutes coming up. Benfica, round 16, Atletico Madrid in the semifinal of the Cup. These are the games where you do want to play ahead of Frankie. He has not had too many minutes Casado, so I would in this game to prepare for the games coming up ahead. That's my perspective of it. Would rest Kubarsi in this game. Again, a lot of big games coming up, so I'd rest him in this game. Go with Araujo and Inigo to make Araujo happy as well. But like the next month, I'm starting Kubarsi for sure without a shadow of a doubt. So apart from that, the rest, of course, it's itself. I would go with Dani Olmo in the 10, Pedri in the 8, on 3, of course, as always. But I think starting Casado in this game is kind of my underrated shout, just to give him some minutes ahead of the big games. But this line that I was for this, of course, in the comments down below. Let me know if you had to pick up or Flick's. Now for my score prediction, what do I believe the result will be in this match? I think it will be a pretty tight game. I have gone Barcelona win this game by 2-0. I think it'll be very much reminiscent of the Rayo Vallecano game we had recently, the Alaves game we had at the beginning of this month. A tight game where Barcelona do get over the line. But again, it really comes down to us. Las Palmas definitely open at the back. Las Palmas, by the way, have a lot of players missing for this game. Silva missing due to injury. Rodriguez, they're one of their best midfielders as well, unfortunately, had cancer. So you have players missing for this game on top of already being a poor side. So we need to capitalize. Of course, instead of Fabio Silva, Pedro Ramirez will probably start. He's, of course, former Barcelona player. He has a little bit of an agenda against us. There's definitely a lot of avenues in Barcelona have a struggling result, but everything's going the way of Barcelona. Have to, again, for this league, Barcelona wins the game by 2-0. Of course, in the comments down below, let me know what you think. So that was my match preview for Las Palmas versus Barcelona in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, drop a like, comments down below. Thoughts. Did discuss anything, of course, being your score prediction, and secondly on the lineups. Firstly, we got to pick Flick's lineup. Flick will go with. You go with you, the manager. Leave me all your thoughts down. Guys, subscribe down below if you have already, and or the live set the reminder on the screen and come and join me and watch the game with me. Follow after the match by my match reviews. See you guys tomorrow. Big game ahead. Nothing but the 3.